Well, hi, this is Frank Furness from the Productivity Center. You know, having trained thousands of organizations and individuals in 50 countries around the world, I found that there's a number of challenges faced afterwards. I speak to CEO groups all over the place, and these are incredible organizations. These CEOs come to a morning session, 3.5 hours, and being the kind of person I am, I always give an overload of information, and my big challenge is, have I given them an overload? Where do they have the time to follow up afterwards and go back and go over and really go deep into all of that information? I also speak at conferences all over the world, and normally I'm given 45 minutes to 1 hour. The big challenge there is a lot of the delegates feel fantastic, they feel motivated, but there are 4 or 5 other speakers, they're overwhelmed by the end of the day, and after a week they say, well, that was a great conference, but nothing really changes. I also run training courses, from 1 to 5 day training courses. The challenge there is, if nothing is reinforced by the managers afterwards, people soon go back to their own habits, their old habits, and keep doing things the way they've always done it before. What about employees at companies? You know, most organizations will spend a lot of money on training for the salespeople, the managers, but what about everyone else that works for that organization? What if they had some way of going in and learning and improving their skills in their own time? I also speak to a lot of SMEs, small, medium businesses and entrepreneurs all over the world. The challenge for them is they're really hungry to improve their skills and to grow their business, but they don't have the time to take out to go on any programs. So again, for them, it's how do they find time to get those skills in their own time? I've also run my speakers boot camp on 4 continents with thousands of speakers, trainers, coaches and consultants, and for them the big challenge is, if I'm not working, if I'm not speaking, if I'm not training, I'm not earning. So again, for them is how in their own time can they go and improve their sales skills, their communication skills, PowerPoint, anything they want to, how can they do it in their own time? And then of course the biggest thing is home-based businesses. We know now that about 50% of businesses are becoming home-based businesses. Again, for these people, where do they find the time? They can't go on training courses. How do they improve their skills? After a lot of thought and a lot of time over the last 3 months, I've had 2 full-time programmers, and I've put together the Productivity Center. And this is a place where you can go in anytime you want to. There are over 1,000 videos, audios, there's software. Now the great thing, in your own time, you can go in and you can use it. If you're a sales manager, just before the meeting, you can come in, you can download some audios, you can download some videos, you can put it into your PowerPoint. If you're an individual, you could come in, choose the tracks you wanted to, and either listen to them at the Productivity Center or download them onto your iPod. And when you're down at the gym getting that unbelievable body, you can be listening to motivational and skills tips. So let me take you on a little tour of the Productivity Center. If we have a look over here at the top here, you'll see the main sort of topics over there. So let's go into sales and sales training. So if you click over there, you'll see there's a whole lot on sales training, how to find new business and clients, the secret power of questions, sales and marketing strategies for small, medium businesses, telephone sales skills. I get so many calls from people saying, how do I improve my cold calling? How do I become better on the telephone? Here's another one, telephone sales skills for winners, part 2, walking with tigers based on my best-selling book, NLP for sales. So what you would do is you would just click on one of these over here and it would open up that program for you. So here's sales and marketing strategies for small, medium businesses, and it always starts off with an introductory video that will be telling you what the program is all about. Corporates. And the thing is, the sales challenges are exact. And then you go down and you can take a look at all of the different cuts. So you can see over here just how many audios there are. That's page 1, there's 18 over there. If we go on to page 2, up to 34. So again, if I'm a small, medium business, let's say I wanted to know the professional introduction. When I meet a client for the first time, what do I have to say? How do I go about it? Well, the first thing I can do is I can just click there.
Right, now we set up the appointment.
and I can listen to it live on my computer, or I can right click, save target as, and now I can save that onto my computer, put it onto my MP3 and be listening to that in my own time. Let's go back here again. Financial services. I speak to financial services companies all over the world. Now this is a huge program. Sales strategies for financial advisors. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. Again, if we just clicked into it, it would open up that page for us and you would see all of the various cuts. Now if I'm a financial advisor, I want to know, how do I work with top executives? Well, there it is. I click onto it. I can either listen to it or again right click and I can save it to my iPod. Now again, this normally is a 15 CD set that I sell for a lot of money, but yeah, this is available to you on the program. Sales management. What about sales managers? Here again, how to train, gain and maintain, there we go, train, gain and maintain a dynamic sales force. Takes you straight into that program. And again there, if you're a sales manager, you want to know, how do I improve those skills? And there it is. How to hire the right people, how to recruit winners, how do you set standards, how do you coach, what about improving deficient performance? Everything is there. So you can see in sales there's a huge amount, but you also have, if you have a look at your marketing, there's a marketing toolkit for business, but you also have your training videos. So you can go in, you can watch the videos, or you can download them, put them into your PowerPoint. So have a look at all of the videos. Here we have attitude, body language, closing, connecting, customer service. So let's say you wanted a customer service video, you'd click into that there and it would open up your customer service video and away you go, and you can watch that, all about customer service. Over here with these sales prospecting videos, just take a look at how many videos there are on prospecting. So phoning, how to cold call, how to get in front of CEOs. Let's go back here again. Now what if you're a speaker? Well, there's my big program, speaking and presentation skills. So you go into that, or there's my huge one, Speak for High Fees. This is normally a 15 CD program, Speak for High Fees. So you click into that there, and this again, 15 CDs worth of audio, video that you can now have access to. Then we come to technology, internet marketing, everything you need to know about affiliate marketing, web development, product creation. There's tools and software for you over there. So let's say you wanted to look at Adobe Photoshop, you wanted training on Photoshop. You would just click into that there and it would take you into the relevant video, and now you can watch all of the videos. If you've ever wanted to learn how to use Photoshop, this will take you straight into it. What about if you wanted some Microsoft training? Click into that there, how to use Windows XP, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint presentations, Excel. So let's say I wanted to learn about Microsoft Word. All I had to do is click into that there, and once again the videos would come up on how to use Microsoft Word. There it is, and I want to tell you this is a very, very extensive series.
International's Microsoft.
Now again, there's a lot of things down the sidebar over here. If you just wanted to find something very quickly, easy, you just go onto the sitemap over here, click onto that, and you could find what you want at a glance. So let's say I'm going to be running a sales meeting. I can quickly go into videos. Are there any videos I wanted to use over there? Sales prospecting videos over there. What about sales management? I can go into that there. So over here on the side with the sitemap, very easy to find what you want. But over here you can also see how much information we have here. Information is being added. So if we look at the benefits there, you can use it for in-house training programs, sales management. Marketing departments can go in and get stacks of information. Staff customer care training, follow up after presentations or training programs, ongoing skills and home-based training, goal setting and motivation for the team. Or you can use it as gifts for loyal clients and distributors. If you're a big bank, you can gift this to some of your top people. If you're an insurance company, you can go to your top brokers and sponsor the program for them in return for them giving you a lot of business. So that's it. Go over right now and take a look at Productivity Center, www.productivitycenter.com. Thanks for watching.